Doctor 981YT here, and beekos, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online, my favorite multiplayer game of all time. So in the last one, we completed the Hrothgar storyline over, well, in Hrothgar. Did a bunch of shit over Sinium, that was fun. And now we'll be completing stuff in Summerset. It's been a while since we've been over to Summerset. So we will complete things here. Alright, let's enter the vaults. Hello, Right Master.
These ancient vaults house relics of great power and unusual nature. I sense... Yes, Keturah is here. Be on your guard, friend of Valcerin.
You think Keturah is here?
The Sea Sloat, or one of its agents. I have a strange feeling, so be on your guard.
Is a particular like the Sea Sloat?
I can think of likely candidates, including a few who've originated in the ancient kingdom of Ulverkus. Let's get to the central rotunda and begin our search there.
Lead the way.
Mephala's Daedra! They sealed the chamber. We'll need to go through them.
Mephala has sealed this place, mortal flea! Turn out!
Barrier of webs. Burn it away so we can enter the rotunda. Another Daedric intrusion?
Apologies. Daedric interference and Artaeum's own defenses delayed my arrival. Mephala's webs? Ah, I hate those things! Allow me. Damn it! Found me again! I'll return when I can!
A champion of Meridia? I killed you. At least he was helpful. I remember our battle as clear as day.
You remember exactly what I want you to remember. And thanks to the orbs of Brock and Drell, your deepest memories will be mine. Back one, this does not concern the likes of you.
Out here, quickly. We need to hurry if we're going to help the Right Master. It's a good thing I followed you after I alerted the rest of the Conclave. I think I can counteract Keturah's mind magic, but I'll need your help.
What's happening to the Right Master?
Keturah is using the power of the orbs of Barakandrel to enhance his mind magic. lock the Right Master in a mental grip. From what I can discern, the sea slode is flipping through his memories, as you or I would turn the pages of a book.
What are the orbs of Brackendrail?
An ancient implement. 3 matched orbs that our relic master believes originated in the Sea of Pearls. We long suspected they were connected to the sea slode. Keturah thinks the power of the relic will keep us from interfering, but I have an idea.
So what do you need me to do?
Take this ward key. It will disable the protections on the repositories so you can locate the Ulvor staff and bring it to me. I can use the staff to breach the barrier and aid the Right Master. Just watch out for any lingering Yagra.
I'll find the Ulvor staff.
I am as patient and enduring as the sea, worm. Now reveal the hiding place. Your mind is my mind, I keep it. Reveal your memories to me.
we're running out of time. Whatever the Sea Slode searches for in the Right Master's mind, I believe it is close to finding it. Have you brought me the Ulvor staff?
I found the
Excellent.
staff.
And it appears to be in perfect condition. With the staff, I'm certain I can pierce the barrier and open a path to the mindscape where the Right Master struggles against Keturah.
So we're going to enter the Right Master's mind?
Not we. You. I need to remain here to anchor you to the physical world. And you're going into Keturah's mind. We'll use the connection between them to put you where you can actually hurt the Sea Slode within its own mindscape.
How can I hurt Keturah in the mindscape?
Keturah's mindscape is the perfect place to hurt the Sea Slode. It's where he's most vulnerable. In a place where thoughts become reality, you'll be able to stop Keturah once and for all. Now touch the staff and go save the Right Master.
I'll enter the mindscape.
You dare enter my domain, worm?
To reveal each protected memory. You'll weaken Keturah and learn something at the same time.
A bargain is a bargain. The island for the heart of transparent law.
Yes, just as we agreed. But only a portion of the crystal. We don't want to alert the Sapiarchs too soon.
Tell your fellow princes all will be well. The Right Master is no match for my mind magic.
So Nocturnal has assured me. Don't disappoint us, Keturah.
I lured you here for one purpose, worm.
Your abyssal cabal may defeat me, but you'll never stand against the entire Sigigord.
Once again you fail to grasp the obvious. When the time is right, you will do exactly as I command. Until then, forget.
The Right Master's waking up. You need to press on. You shall be your
tell me what you must do.
I will enter the Crystal Tower. I will take the heart of transparent Lord.
Yes. Hide it away until I call for you to give it to me. Not even the princes must know where it is.
Hide the heart.
My memory shields! You destroyed them! Feel the crushing weight of your own insignificance!
I'm taking the Right Master back to his study. You need to get out of there.
Hey, Sothasil, my man.
A sea slode. Interesting. I haven't dissected such a specimen in an exceedingly long unit of temporal measurement.
Where are Valserine and the Right Master?
Valserine took the Right Master to Capora Tower to administer to his wounds. Luckily for you, I arrived in time to help Valserine open a path out of the Slode's dying mind. What did you learn before the mindscape collapsed?
Katora made a deal with the Daedric princes and altered the Right Master's memories.
Yes, surmised as much. The triad of Daedric princes has become bold in its attempts to influence Nirn, though influence seems to be the least of their goals. The Slode, however, was unable to harvest whatever memory it sought from the Right Master.
Katora wanted to learn where the Right Master hid something called the Heart of Transparent Law.
That revelation disturbs me. I feared the Crystal Tower was too tempting a target for the Daedric Triad. I need to ponder the full implications of their plot. Meanwhile, I suggest you go to Capora Tower and see how the Right Master is faring.
As you wish, Right Master. I shall travel to Lilundril immediately.
And I'll send word to the Eye of the Queen.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, friend of Valcerin. What the two of you did to help me, that was a step beyond. Thank you. And it seems you accomplished what I have failed to do. You ended the threat of Katora.
I saw Katora's memories, but I'm not totally clear on what happened to you.
Katora tricked me in the past, made me remember a victory I never won. Then he planted a compulsion, forced me to steal the heart of transparent law from the Crystal Tower. Apparently I hid it and forgot about it. He sought that memory.
What's the significance of the heart?
The Crystal Tower stands as a mystical protection for Summerset. Transparent law, a crystal at the top of the tower, serves as its source of power. With the heart removed from the crystal, the protection provided by the tower slowly weakens.
So the heart is part of a larger crystal.
Yes, a smaller gem that had been embedded in the larger crystal. If the Daedric princes acquire the heart, they could take control of the Crystal Tower. Valcerin and Oriandra will warn Summerset. Will remember where I am.
Is there anything I can do to help restore your memory?
You helped me remember my true encounter with Katora and his abyssal cabal. I remember how they defeated me 300 years ago, compelled me to do their bidding, made me forget. For now, I need solitude to seek the memories that still elude me. Perhaps the Psijic sages can help me remember where I hid the heart of transparent law. At least you stopped Katora before the Sea Slode gained that knowledge. In the meantime, we must warn the Sapiarchs of the threat to the Crystal Tower.
Where are the Sapiarchs?
The Sapiarchs are Summerset's foremost scholars. They are the keepers of the Crystal Tower and the custodians of the College of Sapiarchs. Among their many responsibilities, they have trained every heir who ever sat upon Alinor's throne.
Do you need me to warn the Sapiarchs?
I sent Valcerin to Lilundril, where the College of Sapiarchs is located, to scout the area and see if the Court of Bedlam has made any moves against them. I need you to travel to Alinor to secure the Proxy Queen's permission to enter the college.
I'll go to Alinor immediately.
My actions have weakened the Crystal Tower and endangered Summerset. I hate to think what else that foul creature forced me to do with its powerful mind magic. Forgive my musings. I'll send word to Alinor so that the Proxy Queen knows to expect you.
Does the Proxy Queen know who you are?
While we have never been formally introduced, the Proxy Queen is quite familiar with the reputation of the Psijic Order and its Right Master. She will adhere to the ancient dictates and provide the assistance we need in this matter.
Apologize in advance. for all the blowing my nose I've been doing.
Gather round.
We grow accustomed to the influx of visitors to our blessed isle, though your increasing numbers remain a source of concern to our nobles. We, however, find the many non-Altmer faces to be interesting. What business brings you to the palace?
The Right Master of the Sigic Order sent me to get your permission to enter the College of Sapiarchs.
The Sigic Order? We have not heard a word from that august body in a star's age, and then word arrives that we should expect a visitor. Why would we grant access to the Sapiarch's private compound? Speak true if you want our aid in this matter.
The Crystal Tower is in danger. The Right Master sent me to warn the Sapiarchs.
This involved the business that Razandar was telling us about. The Queen's cat claimed he had eyes in the Sigic Order, but we assumed that was more of his braggadocio. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril that you may cross to the college.
Is there anything I should know about the college?
The newcomer wants us to blather on about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle. Why, by all means. Let us sing the praises of the Sapiarchs, reveal a recipe for an Altmer delicacy, and select the best House of Reveries performance for you to attend.
I'm getting the sense I may have offended you in some way.
Indeed. Perhaps you aren't as dull as we first presumed. My queen has asked that we welcome you, so we shall tell you that the Sapiarchs are our teachers. The compound in Lilandril serves as the seat of their prestigious college.
I'll travel to Lilandril immediately.
And we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Arcanology. She leads the college and should hear the Right Master's warning. There, we have done our deed for the day.
You know, for a stand-in queen in, shit, I forgot her name.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack the guards. Ugh. Never.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around the compound.
I need to enter the college. Proxy King said she would send word.
So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Sijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with.
How do we get to the Sapiarch's compound?
The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth. I'll prepare the portal dais when you're ready to cross.
I'm ready to go to the college now.
Just follow me and step onto the dais. Seven sacred texts! Who has this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. I am Elamil, Sapiarch of Daedric Vile.
Tell me what happened here.
Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the safety of the head Sapiarch and our other sages.
I came to warp the Crystal Tower.
The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Teal, Sapiarch Archaeology and knowledge. She's side with those I sent her through the lab, beat the compound. Out for the...
I'll enter the lab behind Nirn.
Perhaps I studied this way.
I'll run Lilondril and warn the guards.
Good idea. Perhaps I should accompany you.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. We need to hurry and find the trapped Sapiarchs.
Do you often get sensations like this?
Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Sijic Order. We knew the 3 Daedric princes were a threat, but this is our first clear evidence of their hostile intent.
Do you think the Sapiarchs are still alive?
Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good in a raging battle. I'll try to stay behind you and keep out of the way. Now, let's hurry and go save the Sapiarchs. By the stars! This place is enormous! like to explore this compound one day, when fewer Daedra are about, of course.
Mephala has sealed this place, mortal flea! Charge!
Able to reach upper levels through there. hear voices up ahead.
No more sages need die, Sapiarch. Just give me the diamond keys.
The resolute diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric cultist.
Lathan! Stop!
Valcerin! No, damn you!
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in oblivion are you? And how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault?
The Right Master of the Sigic Order sent us to warn you. The Crystal Tower has been compromised.
First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the resolute diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. I think you need to explain yourself before we go any further.
3 Daedric princes worked with the Sea Slodes to steal the heart of transparent law.
That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached.
but it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Summerset Isle. Let's say I believe you. What does the Right Master suggest as the next step?
The Right Master is trying to locate the heart. We need to keep the Daedric princes out of the tower.
A reasonable plan, but access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's Sentinels. Only they can use the keys. I suppose they are the next targets. We need to warn Hanile and Imidril at the Illumination Academy.
I can go warn the tower Sentinels.
We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. As it is, it's going to take weeks to get rid of the stench of Daedra.
Tell me more about the tower Sentinels.
Every 11, 2 are selected to go a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds, the keys that open the Crystal Tower. These Sentinels guard the diamonds and utilize them to grant access to the tower.
No one else can use the diamonds.
The Azure Diamonds are a matched set, specifically attuned to a pair of sapiarchs at any given time. Only an attuned Sentinel can use a diamond key, and both keys are required to open the path into the tower.
Then why does this Daedric cultist want the diamonds?
Who can say how much the cultist actually knows about the diamonds and their function? The Daedric prince he serves, however, has magic enough to utilize the diamonds. That's why we must make sure the Sentinels are safe and out of harm's way. Let's leave these Sijiks to
You
their
there.
work.
Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mephala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns.
You're Valserin's husband? Why do you serve the Daedra now?
Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valserin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam?
So you betrayed the Sijic Order.
Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mephala to represent her on this all-too-fragile world. Leave me. I'm done speaking to you now.
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiarchs and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me?
What did you do to Lathan?
A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiarchs, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Sijic mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum.
You won't have any trouble getting him back to the Sijic Order?
I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this turncoat. Don't worry. My spell will hold until we reach the confines of Kapora Tower.
Fun times, fun times.
Hail, mighty warrior!
Attention! Class is now in session.
5 Claw.
Raz!
You always arrive just when Raz needs you most. After Raz spoke to the pretty Siege Coriandra, whispers reached me about the illustrious Illumination Academy. They said that the Court of Bedlam hunts a Sapiarch there, so Raz had to come and see. Didn't expect all the crazy people, though.
A hunted Sapiarch. That must be one of the Tower Sentinels. I came here to find them.
So the Crystal Tower really is in danger. This one finds that so hard to believe. The Crystal Tower, it's a bastion, a symbol of everything the High Elves hold dear. The Queen would be very cross with Raz if anything bad happened to the tower.
There are 2 Sapiarchs. They guard the diamond keys that can open the Crystal Tower.
Now Raz sees why the Court of Bedlam seeks these particular sages. Very well. No need to twist this one's tail. Raz will help you save the Sapiarchs from the demented Daedric cultists. Let's look in the guest wing on the west side of the compound.
Lead the way.
This way. Follow Raz.
I love Raz.
What is that approaching? Some strange sea beast. Prepare to be boarded, mates.
New arrivals? I wasn't told to expect any students or scholars today. Sorry, they usually let me know when new academics are going to arrive. I'm sure I can find a way to squeeze you in someplace. How long do you plan on staying?
No, I'm looking for a couple of Sapiarchs. Hanel, I think I'm saying that right, and Imradril. Are they here at the academy?
Sure. They arrived a few days ago, but only Sapiarch Hanael stayed. She's working on a book of some sort. I think that's what she told me. Don't know where the other one scampered off to. She hasn't been back to her room in quite a while, though.
Do you think she left the academy compound?
I wouldn't think so. She left all her things in her room. Notes, valuable tomes. Not the sorts of items a sage would leave behind. Maybe she just got caught up in the nonsense outside. You can examine her room if you like. It's right over there.
The Sapiarch's letter. She's hidden a coded message in the words. Raz has seen this done before.
A code? Can you figure it out?
Hanael mentions something isn't right here. That she plans to hide in a quiet room. Very smart. It seems the Sapiarch knows that someone is hunting her. The list of specific books in a specific order, though. That's the key, Raz thinks.
So we need to find the books Hanael mentioned.
We need to find the books and the podiums, if Raz has deciphered the meaning of her code correctly. Let's hope we can find her before the Court of Bedlam does.
Occultists led a Daedric assault on the College of Sapiarchs. That's where I was before coming here.
That is disturbing news. The Queen hates Daedric machinations, especially the most overt ones. Let us hurry and try to find the Sapiarch. A vanishing bookcase. Raz likes this clever sage.
If you're the person that's been following me, I warn you, I'll scream.
Sapiarch Larentil sent me to find you and the other tower sentinels.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. I told Imidril that we were being followed. If the head of the College of Sapiarchs sent you and told you we guarded the Resolute Diamonds, it must be a serious matter. Something involving the other alliances?
Daedric princes, actually. Where can I find Imidril?
Daedric princes, you say? As in more than one? That doesn't sound very good. Imidril went to King's Haven, not too far from here. The old ruins. He loves to poke around in that place every chance he gets. But I'm still a bit confused.
I'll go to King's Haven and check on the Sapiarch.
Raz will explain things to the pretty Sapiarch and make sure she returns safely to Lilandril. You go find the one in the ruins.
Okay, they probably killed everything this way, so...
You won't get past my splendid wedge, mortal! Now, too late! The mistress has already claimed her prize!
Don't let it take me!
No worries, I've got you. Think. You there! Burn the webs, quickly! Mephala webbing. It's in all my nooks and crannies. Thanks for helping, though. No! Save the Dawnstar gem!
The spider poison. It's spreading fast. Take this. Resolute diamond. Don't let the Golden Knight's sacrifice be in vain.
I'll protect the diamond. Sapiarch Larnantil sent me to find you.
Then you know we're Tower Sentinels. Guardians of the diamond keys that open the Crystal Tower. Please, make sure my diamond remains safe.
What happened to the Golden Knight?
Mephala, Prince of the Secret Arts. She sought my diamond, but also seemed interested in the Knight. I fear she's taken him to the Spiral Skein.
Rest easy, Tower Sentinel.
Tell Hanael I'm sorry.
Ah, there you are. The Right Master needs you back in Artaeum immediately. Find him in Capora Tower as soon as you can.
See what the Right Master wants.
Thank you for returning so promptly. Before we get to other matters, tell me about your search for the Tower Sentinels. Valcerin recounted the events at the College of Sapiarchs after she returned with Lathan. But I'm eager to hear your report.
One of the Sentinels is under the protection of Razumdar. The other one was slain by Mephala.
Mephala, curse her name. Along with her cohorts, Clavicus Vile and Nocturnal, she corrupted Lathan and threatens all of Nirn. But the Sapiarchs no longer have an attuned pair of key-bearers. That will make it harder to access the Crystal Tower.
Mephala dragged the Golden Knight into her realm after he dropped this gem.
That Golden Knight is one of Meridia's champions, I believe. It seems that one Daedric prince is trying to help us. That gem is the Dawn Star, from the Dawnbreaker sword. Why take the knight prisoner, though? What are the princes playing at here?
You said it will be harder to access the Crystal Tower now.
Oh, yes. Without 2 attuned tower sentinels, the Sapiarchs can't use the diamond keys to open the way to the Crystal Tower. The attuning process usually takes a year and a day, and I have no idea if they can hasten the process.
Let's talk about the matter you summoned me to discuss.
It involves my missing memories. I've recalled an important detail, and I need to show it to you. For now, let me compensate you for your efforts so far. I appreciate your help in all this. While you were gone, I have been scrying through my own memories, trying to find the missing events that will remind me where I hid the heart of transparent law. I believe I have discovered something significant.
You remember where you hid the heart?
Not exactly. While scrying through my memories, I saw half-formed thoughts and splintered recollections. I saw myself enter the dreaming cave beneath Kapora Tower, and I held the heart of transparent law in my hands.
Tell me everything you remember.
I opened a portal, but I can't recall where it went. Something intentionally blocked the destination from my sight. I entered the portal, and time passed. Then I was back in the cave, and the heart was gone. Will you accompany me to the dreaming cave?
I'll meet you there.
The answer to where I hid the heart of transparent law resides in the dreaming cave. Or, more precisely, through the portal I opened and once traversed. But therein lies the problem. It's best if I showed you. Meet me in the cave beneath this tower. Welcome to the Dreaming Cave. Here, we can open paths to other realms. This particular path is blocked by Daedric magic. I have an idea, though. Take the Dawnstar gem from your pack and hold it up to the barrier. Just as I surmised, the barrier, it withdraws from the Dawnstar's power. Dawnbreaker's gem contains a portion of Meridia's power, but on its own it isn't strong enough to dispel this barrier. We need to find the Dawnbreaker's sword and make it whole once more.
But the sword and the Golden Knight were pulled into Mephala's realm.
We know that at least one Daedric has attempted to help us against the triad of Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal. I think it's time to approach Meridia and solicit her help in this endeavor.
How do we get in contact with the Daedric Prince?
We need to locate a true believer, one of Meridia's cultists. If anyone can direct us toward Daedric activity on Summerset, it's Lathan. Talk to Lathan. See if you can convince him to help us find one of Meridia's priests.
Why can't we use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia?
As we've seen, the triad of Daedric princes was able to interfere with the Golden Knight's efforts to reach us. If I attempt to use the Dreaming Cave to contact Meridia, chances are they'll notice and stop us. We can't risk tipping our hand just yet.
And that barrier blocks access to the portal anyway, right?
The barrier doesn't block every possible path, only the one that I saw in my scried memory, the path that leads to where I hid the heart of transparent law. As Katora's magic continues to fade, I believe my memories will return in time.
What about the other sea slodes? Can't the Abyssal Cabal replace Katora's magic?
I don't think so. Each member of the Cabal possesses a unique talent. Katora dealt in mind magic. When you killed him, that magic was lost to the Cabal. No. Now we must concern ourselves with the triad of Daedric princes.
Where can I find Lathan?
Just as you were attuned so you could travel to and from Artaeum, we use the same magic to prevent Lathan from leaving the island. He is free to wander where he will, but he can't leave. I believe he's outside, talking to Valcerin.
Do you really think Lathan will help us?
Lathan was a good man. I have to believe he still is, despite pledging his allegiance to Mephala and the Court of Bedlam. Besides, we need to contact Meridia. He's our best chance for getting in touch with one of her priests.
I never planned to come back here. The memories are painful.
I still can't believe I had to find you and drag you back. Was our time together really so terrible?
You still don't understand. Our daughter will never again see this view, or hold my hand, or anything. I suppose it's too much for a prisoner to expect a few moments of solitude with his thoughts. Ah, well. So, what can I do for you? Has the Right Master sent you to interrogate me? Do you trust my wife's talents in that regard?
Is there a Meridia cult on Summerset?
What a curious question. Do you actually believe that all Daedric cultists know each other? I hate to disappoint you, we don't. Although I can tell you that there are a lot fewer of the Lady of Life's followers now than there were before.
What do you mean by that?
The Court of Bedlam has been actively eliminating the competition, as it were. Oh, I wasn't personally involved, but I have it on good authority that the Meridia shrine hidden to the north of Shimmerine has been disposed of.
The Court of Bedlam killed all of Meridia's followers in Summerset?
All? Who can say? I imagine that one or two of them scurried down a dark hole before the blade fell. Like rats, her followers are. I believe I have said everything I'm going to on this subject. Now shove off.
I guess I could go search around to the north of Shimmerine.
That sounds like a what? Razumdar has been investigating Daedric activity across Summerset. He's your best chance for finding a follower of Meridia, despite what Lathan has intimated.
Do you know where Razumdar is?
When last we checked, the Eye of the Queen was in Shimmerine, conducting his own investigation into the Court of Bedlam and other Daedric activity. If anyone in Summerset can point you to a priest of Meridia, it's Razumdar.
If the Queen's Eye wants to chase his own tail by following skeever scribblings, fine by me. Anything to keep him out of our business.
Step away from that scribble, newcomer.
Take a breath, Bailiff. It's just a scribble, not one of Razumdar's conspiracies. Only one of the lesser races would deface a beautiful wall like that. I mean no disrespect, but my statement rings true. Our claims scribble contains a mess of some sort, but I did.
Or I can find...
Mentioned he was working with a newcomer. But if you ask me about Daedra, I'll toss you down a pit. As I told Razumdar, Summerset banished Daedric cults centuries ago. Our biggest problem right now concerns these wall scribblers.
I'll pay for someone to clean this up if you tell me where I can find Roz.
Is this a bribe? You know what? Just give it here. The cat thinks the scribbles lead somewhere. Follow the nose. Those were his last words before he darted off. At least, I think that's what he said.
Eyes polished amber, hair swept like
Raz doesn't care who you worship. He just wants to know if your cult was attacked recently.
Peria would welcome you. Our prince accepts all kinds, and you'd be our first Khajiit.
You'd be our first anything, actually.
Five Claw, you have the happy ability to know where to find Raz when Raz has need of you. Getting information out of these Periite idiots is like squeezing milk from a stone. This is why Raz hates dealing with Daedric cults.
Raz, in your investigation into the cults, did you happen to find one dedicated to Meridia?
Interesting question. Raz has learned that the Court of Bedlam has been attacking the cults of other princes, including those devoted to Meridia and Azura. Now, usually if crazy cultists kill each other, it's good for Summerset. But this feels wrong.
I need to talk to a priest of Meridia.
You do? Well, Raz trusts you. So I can tell you about an old friend who attends Meridia ceremonies in the Etonir Grotto. Raz doesn't approve, but it's her life, yes? This one will make contact and meet you outside Etonir.
I'll meet you there.
Raz was planning to head up north to Etonir after talking to these Periite imbeciles anyway, to check on his old friend. The Court of Bedlam's attacks on the other cults were particularly vicious, and this one worries so.
The Sigix captured a Mephala cultist. He says the princes are at war.
War? That would explain the attacks. Raz isn't an expert on Daedric cults, but this doesn't sound like their usual behavior. This one thought they just sort of left each other alone.
The Court of Bedlam might have wiped out Meridia's cult with its attack.
That's a terrible thing to say. No, Raz refuses to believe it. Raz's friend is a survivor. She's got to be all right. This one will go and make contact. Make sure she's fine. Then we'll meet you outside Etonir.
Before I go, have you learned anything else about the Court of Bedlam?
Raz hears things. He heard about the attacks on the rival cults. He heard that the court consists of followers of 3 different princes. And he heard that even though the High Elves constitute the majority of the court's members, there is one Dark Elf.
One Dark Elf, is that significant?
A single Dark Elf among a group of High Elves seems significant to Raz. Besides, everyone seems to fear her, but this one could not dig up any details. We should keep an eye out for this Dark Elf, yes? Over here, Five Claw. This is Raz's old friend, Sadarado. She follows
May Meridia's light shine upon you. Raz told me you need to contact my prince. With the recent attacks, however, I need to ask you what your interest in Meridia happens to be.
We need Meridia's help to recover and repair the Daedric's sword.
Meridia's Sword of Light. I'm not sure I even help you. First would probably mean doesn't speak any mortal. Leader of our sect is here, but he was caught in a recent attack.
Meridia aided me in the past. She'll remember me.
My prince blessed you with her presence. That's a story I'd love to hear sometime. For now, I'll do my best to help you, but the path to the shrine will be hazardous. Mephala's creatures still roam the area, feasting on my brothers and sisters.
Tell me how to reach the shrine.
Enter the grotto and look for our camp. Meridia's shrine looms over the area. Raz will and will enter the tunnel. I want you to have to worry about me while you're defending yourself against those creatures.
I'll meet you at Meridia's shrine.
Raz thinks this is a bad idea, Sadara.
I want to help Raz. Maybe this is the reason Meridia allowed me to escape when the rest of my sect was attacked.
I knew I shouldn't have let her go in. Idiot.
This way. We're almost there.
Raz is not fond of Daedric cultists, but no one deserves to die like this.
Master, what did those bastards do to you? I will try my best to get your friend an audience with the Lady of Light. The shrine is just inside. Look what they did to his body. They defiled Meridia's shrine.
That light, that is not natural, yes?
Meridia, she calls to us.
My devoted priest, a loyal soldier, and an intrepid instigator. Step closer and bask in Meridia's light.
Why is this statue talking to Raz? Should it be doing such a thing?
Okay, so there's no side passage to get up there.
My followers murdered. My shrine desecrated. The other princes, this so-called triad, they must answer for these insults. But I sense a question in your mind. Speak, champion of Cold Harbor. Ask what you will of the Prince of Light.
Your Golden Knight was captured and his sword damaged. We seek your guidance on how to repair it.
They dare to steal my vessel? To hold prisoner the agent I put in place to foil their despicable plans? My light shall not be snuffed out. My colored runes will not be compromised. You must set Darien Gautier free.
Darien, that's the Golden Knight's name?
My vessel just thinks of itself as the mortal called Darien Gautier. In reality, Darien is my will and my power, inserted into your reality whenever my light needs to banish a darkness. I will admit my night changed after it met you, though.
What do you mean Darien changed?
The night had a single purpose. But somehow you complicated matters. Now the knight actually cares. You and my vessel will both be required to stop the Triad. You must enter Mephala's realm and rescue Darien.
I received the Dawn Gem. Can it be used to refund Breaker?
The gem cannot grow a new sword, but I can add to its power. Now you can use it to locate Darien in Mephala's realm. Return to the Right Master and tell him what I said. Wait! How dare they? The Triad dares invade my sacred realm? This cannot stand!
The Triad's attacking your realm?
It's gone. I can't feel her presence any longer.
Raz is certain that the nice statue will be fine. In the meantime, let this one take you someplace where you will be safe.
Our shrine desecrated.
Raz has seen many things. Were-sharks, flying tigers, were-sharks on top of flying tigers. But a talking light? Queen Irene will never believe it. How much trouble are we in, Five Claw? Be honest with old Raz.
A lot. The Daedric Triad wants the Crystal Tower, and they're attacking the other princes.
Too much honesty is never a good thing. How do we battle Daedric princes? Raz supposes an army would help. An army always helps. Alas, Raz rarely has an army to call upon when he needs one the most.
The Right Master will think of something. We just have to find Darien and repair the sword.
And that involves traveling to places Raz never knew existed before all this started. No. Raz will see Sadara to safety and then do what he can to protect Summerset and the Crystal Tower. The Daedra fighting, Raz will leave to you, yes?
signs of the court's work throughout Somerset, but nothing of the court itself.
I think the Court of Bedlam has fewer members than we imagined.
Enough of this for now. You returned, but without the Dawnbreaker. Weren't you able to make contact with Meridia? Forgive my impatience. This inability to remember has me on edge. Go on. Tell me what you learned.
The court attacked the cults of Azura and Meridia, but I was able to speak to Meridia.
The Court of Bedlam is eliminating the cults of the other princes? To what end? You said you were able to make contact with Meridia. Then why didn't she give you a restored Dawnbreaker?
We can use the Dawnbreaker gem to find the Golden Knight. He can restore the Dawnbreaker.
I suspected that might be the case. I'll send Valsarun with you into Mephala's realm to rescue the Golden Knight.
Meridia said her realm was being invaded. I think the Triad of Princes attacked Meridia.
A disturbing development, to be sure. But we'll have to hope Meridia can protect herself. I'll open a portal to the Spiral Skein when you're ready. Then you can use the gem to find the Golden Knight.
I'm ready.
Mephala's realm can be daunting, but I'll be with you the entire time.
Remember to stay focused on your destination at all times.
The Spiral Skein. Mephala's Plane of Oblivion. This is gonna be fun. I wonder if she'll, like, lay off the attacks if I start playing the Itsy Bitsy Spider for her. To be honest, she'll probably kill me if I did that.
Are you there? I think we were separated. Something stalking me in here. Oh no!
Thank the stars! I can breathe again. I couldn't breathe. As usual, you found me just in the nick of time. The beast that captured me, I've never seen anything like it.
Are you alright?
A little lightheaded, but I'll be fine. Now that we're together, we can focus on finding the Golden Knight. And if that beast shows its mandibles again, I'll be ready.
What kind of beast attacked you?
Something with the body of a giant spider. And, well, I'm not sure how to describe it. But it was a creature right out of my nightmares. Just what you'd expect in the realm of a Daedric prince. No matter. Let's go find the Golden Knight. Star Gem? What I wouldn't give to be able to use portal magic in here. That wasn't a pleasant experience. In the distance. It's brighter, out of place in this dismal setting. That must be the Golden Knight.
You're about to regret this.
Or my will fill your pretty mouth next.
Took you long enough. Did this rescue hours ago.
Gratitude, hollow rate.
Be very full, my lady.
Maybe we should just leave him.
Well, this is awkward. You're probably wondering how your old friend Darian became Meridia's champion and got stuck in all this sticky webbing. You know, it's a funny story, really. Probably better if I wait to tell it until after we escape from this realm.
You're the Golden Knight, the same one that's been trying to contact us?
Guilty as charged. Meridia sent me to offer my assistance, but those other princes, they kept interfering. And then I was dragged into this pit of spider harlots. Look, we can catch up on things later. Right now, we need to get out of here.
You're right, let's get out of
There's
here.
one small problem. We can't just walk through a door to get back to Tamriel. Believe me, I tried. How did you find me, by the way? Mephala specifically said she was putting me someplace where no one would ever think to look.
I retrieved the Dawnstar gem, and when you dropped it, it led me right to you.
Oh, right, the gem. That makes sense. I perfectly understand. You need Meridia's champion, so here I am. And with the gem, I can repair Dawnbreaker. Just so you know, I feel awful. I am in no condition to fight at the moment.
Stay close, I'll get you out of here.
Let's get out of here. Meet me outside. I can open a portal to the Dreaming Cave, but the ritual will take time, and will more than likely draw Mephala's Daedra. You need to hold them off until I can find a way back home.
I'll keep the Daedra busy and complete the ritual.
I won't be able to assist you while I'm... And the Golden Knight doesn't appear to be conditioned to fight. I'm afraid you're my friend. Let my voice penetrate the barriers between here and the Dreaming Cave. Just by the stars! That spider thing! door's opened. Let's get out of here.
Valcerin, take the knight to the healers. We'll deal with the sword later. In the meantime, I need to speak with our friend. You and Valcerin entered Mephala's realm and rescued Meridia's Golden Knight. I couldn't ask for more, my friend. I assume Darien believes he can repair the Dawnbreaker.
Darien said he could repair the Dawnbreaker sword.
I hope that would be the case. The Golden Knight will need to recover some of his strength first, though. Who knows what Mephala and her creatures inflicted. That's not a fate on my worst enemy.
What do the three Daedric princes hope to accomplish?
Who can say what such beings as these work with the Sea Slode? Followers against the cultists of other princes, to launch attacks on rival Oblivion realms. Such actions boggle the mind.
How long before we can attempt to breach the barrier?
Knight Darien needs to recover strength first and restore the Dawnbreaker. Then we can attempt to unblock the path and see where I took the heart of transparent law. For now, take this with my thanks. While the Golden Knight recovers, we must make preparations for breaching the Daedric barrier. I can't remember where that particular path goes. We'll have to be ready for any contingency. I also need to tell you about another memory.
You remembered something else?
My memories return slowly, little at a time. While you searched for the night, a memory came to me. A woman's voice, barely a whisper, beautiful but speaking in a language I can't understand, repeating the same words over and over.
What do you think the memory means?
I suspect that the language is ancient. It may actually predate the languages of Tamriel. I feel that the memory is connected to the barrier in the Dreaming Cave, and where I hid the heart. My friend, we need to discover the meaning of these words.
I'll help you in any way that I can.
I hoped you'd say that. Oriandra to my study to review the memory and see if she could translate the ancient words. I even suggested a scholar she could contact, an expert in ancient languages and obscure dialects. Go, check on her progress.
You have no idea what language is spoken.
No, I just feel the key hid the heart of transparent law. I do know the language is not native to Tamriel, or to anywhere on Nirn for that matter. It feels ancient, alien. I hope the expert recognizes it.
Who is this expert?
Forte, the Grand Maestro of the House of Reveries. We've shared research in the past, and he thinks the language could be related to tablets he with Admont. Now go and see if Oriandra has missed by reviewing my memory.
Not derived from Aliad, though I see a possible correlation to Daedric linguistic patterns. Who's... Oh, don't you know not to interrupt a sage when she's deep in concentration? I suppose the Rite Master sent you to see how my research was coming along. I've listened to his memory over and over, and I examined every relevant tome I could find.
Have you been able to identify the unknown language?
Not yet. The Master of the House of Reveries sent me his work. It relates to a similar language seen in the ruins of Ebon Stadmont, but I only understand a little of it. I wish Lathan was still one of us. He was our language expert.
Lathan's an expert in ancient languages?
Ancient languages and battle magic, to name just a few. Lathan betrayed us, and I don't trust him, but I've reached a dead end. We need help, and he's the best option I can think of. Take the notes and show them to Lathan. What do we have to lose?
I'll take the notes and talk to Lathan.
I'll let the Right Master know what I proposed. He may not like it, but he's always telling us to utilize every available resource. I think this qualifies. You'll find Lathan in Valserin's study. See if you can convince him to translate the words.
Shouldn't Valserin ask Lathan for his favor?
Only if you want to guarantee that Lathan refuses to help us. Haven't you seen them since they were reunited? Val wants to kill him and Lathan hates her with a passion. They used to be so in love. Now it breaks my heart to see them like this.
Interesting. You weren't this attentive when our daughter actually needed you.
Lathan, I need to go check on the knight anyway.
Val, wait. Damn it. By the spinner's holy webs, when did I become an insufferable arse? Valserin didn't deserve that. Eldaway was her daughter too. Why am I doing this? I know it because I like you, because I really...
Understand your gauges.
Is this some new attempt at interrogation? If so, I'm not familiar with the technique. Very well, I'll play along. Yes, I am a master linguist, specializing in ancient and obscure languages. Why do you ask?
The Right Master heard these words, but we can't translate them. They may point to the Tower of Crystal.
Intriguing. I've never seen this dialect before. I can translate it, but I need more to work with. I need to examine the original tablets found at Ebon Stadmont. That will never happen, of course. You do remember I'm a prisoner here, don't you?
I can go to Ebon Stadmont. What do you need to complete the translation?
According to the notes, the writing is carved massive stone. I doubt to carry it back. Oh, you've peeked. Soon, when you're in Stadmont, I'll be able to see what you see.
What does the rune you gave me do exactly?
Nothing nefarious, if that's what you're asking. Just enter the forest, find the obscure language, and use the rune so I can see what you see. It won't do anything beyond that, I assure you.
What can I expect to find in Ebon Stadmont?
According to the scribblings of this Grand Maestro Forte, Spinner's Web, that's a pompous title. The forest is a maze filled with all kinds of beasts and Daedra. As to say, sometimes a cursed wood is just a cursed wood.
What exactly is going on between you and Valserin?
I don't see how that's relevant to our interactions. Not in the least. Still, my words were spiteful, meant to hurt her. There was no need for me to open old wounds. But why does this concern you? I'm your enemy. Are you too dense to see that? You and Ichesis, always sticking your noses into places they don't belong. I suppose I can appreciate that, but kindness won't help you in the coming war. Very well, I'll tell you this. Val loved our daughter, and our daughter loved Val.
Okay, I apologize for that. My controller died. Anyway. So why do you hate each other?
Hate? I'm not sure what emotions I feel right now. But when my daughter was dying, when she was crying for her mother's comfort, Val wasn't there. She was buried in her work, too busy or too frightened to spend those final moments with Ildaway.
What does the rune you... Okay. Let's see. Eben's son, I believe. Knew it. That fucking maze that I hate. Either way.
Wherever could that blasted mercenary be?
The rune is working perfectly. It's almost as if I'm standing right next to you. I can feel the powerful magic that permeates this place. I sense a Daedric influence, but something that's far older than my Prince Mephala.
What should I be looking for?
The Maestro's notes said the ancient words were etched into a massive stone. I expect you'll need to travel deeper into the forest to find the exact location. I can't translate the words the Right Master heard until you find that stone.
How do I find this massive stone carved into the ancient writing?
I'm not your tour guide. Just pick a direction and start walking. Wait a moment. The Maestro's notes. There was a passage that might help. Something about crows. Maybe that would be enough to guide you.
I'll find the stone.
Refer to the book, and use the rune again when you locate the ancient writing. inscription. You found it. Something isn't right. I feel... our connection is breaking up. It's Nocturnal's Earl...
Now that Lathan's gone, we can talk freely. These words of power, they aren't meant for mortal eyes. As an Earl in the Court of Bedlam, believe me when I say that Lathan isn't being totally honest with you.
As an Earl in the Court of Bedlam, why should I believe a word you say?
I wish to maintain the balance of power among the Daedric Triad. If Lathan translates this language and passes the secret on to his mistress, Mephala, she'll gain an advantage that could threaten my prince, Nocturnal.
It sounds like the triad of Daedric princes isn't as united as we thought.
Speculate all you want. I'm here to present you with a gift. Nocturnal wants me to provide you with the meaning of the ancient words. It's in all our best interests for the Right Master to remember where he hid the heart of transparent law.
So what do the words
mean? The phrase, the Right Master remembers. The one that repeats itself over and over. It's a spell to retrieve something hidden. When the time is right, he just needs to repeat the phrase and the heart's hiding place will be revealed.
Why doesn't Nocturnal just retrieve the heart herself?
My mistress doesn't explain herself to me, and she certainly won't explain herself to you. I assume, though, since the heart was hidden by the Right Master, then only the Right Master can retrieve it.
You know exactly when and where to contact me.
Artaeum is only as isolated as it allows itself to be. First, the Abyssal Pearl allowed the Sea Slode and Mephala to invade the Sijic Island. Then you took Lathan, an Earl in the Court of Bedlam, prisoner. We know your moves before you make them.
What does the Triad of Daedric Princes hope to achieve?
Our princes plan to do away with the laws imposed by other powers. They want to remake Nirn, reshape it to better suit their every inclination. Of course, to do this, all obstacles must be cast aside, including the other Daedric princes.
And what does the Court of Bedlam get out of all this?
The court isn't evil. We wouldn't be a part of something that didn't add to the greater good. When our princes are done, war and sickness will be eradicated. There will be true peace and godhood for the court, as befits beings of our stature.
How did you get involved in all this?
I am a dark elf, a child of Morrowind who lost her way. Anger and despair almost overwhelmed me, until Nocturnal reached out to comfort me. The Night Mistress filled me with new purpose, and gave me something greater than myself to believe in.
But you're not a high elf like the other members of the court.
While it's true that the court consists primarily of high elves, who believe their birthright is the key to godhood, I am not so naive. Nocturnal selected me as her Earl. She taught me that loyalty is the path to ascension, and my loyalty is strong.
Why does the Triad of Daedric Princes hope to achieve? Okay, so we've already talked to that.
Tell the Right Master, it's a spell of retrieval.
Finally, I've re-established my connection to the rune. Tell me what Nocturnal's Earl said to you. I can't believe Nocturnal's Earl interfered like that. We're supposed to be allies. Why would she want to stop me from reading that ancient inscription?
Nocturnal's Earl said that the ancient phrase is a spell.
A spell? Interesting. And somehow connected to the Right Master's forgotten hiding place. I wonder why Nocturnal decided to share this information. She isn't usually the most forthcoming of the court's esteemed princes.
Nocturnal's Earl also indicated that you've been informing the court about our plans.
Right. I told them to interrupt my research before I could unravel an ancient and powerful language. Look, you should come back to Kapora Tower now. The Right Master wants to hear everything my associate shared with you. And frankly, so do I. I just wish I could have spent a few moments studying that inscription.
looks like he's over here.
Oriandra, you should have consulted me beforehand.
She saw an opportunity and she took it, Tychesis.
Silence, Lathan. Need I put you in chains to remind you of your status here?
I'm sorry, Right Master. We should have asked permission. It won't happen again.
This escapade of yours could have been disastrous. What were you and Oriandra thinking, trusting Lathan to help us translate the ancient language? Now nothing you discovered can be trusted. We're back to square one.
Nocturnal's Earl said the words you remember are a spell that will reveal the heart's location.
I observed what I could through Lathan's connection, but it seems to me that the Court of Bedlam is just trying to confuse us. What do you think? Should we trust Nocturnal's Earl or not?
They want you to find the heart of transparent law. I think the Earl told me the truth.
As much as it pains me, I must concur. We'll just have to make sure that once we recover the heart, it isn't allowed to fall into the hands of the Court of Bedlam or their princes. Darian's outside. Talk to him, then meet me in the Dreaming Cave.
I'll go and talk with Darian.
No matter whether Nocturnal's Earl spoke truth or lies, we need to recover the heart of transparent law. I'm sure I hid it somewhere beyond the Daedric barrier. Was there anything else before you go and check on Darian?
Your wounds, they're just gone.
I've always healed fast, Val. I can call you Val, right? Give me a moment. I'd like to chat with our friend.
Of course. Then go to the Dreaming Cave. The Right Master's ready to begin.
I wanted to thank you again for getting me out of Mephala's realm. It wasn't anything like I originally imagined. Oh, and I wanted to let you know that I was able to repair the Dawnbreaker. The sword's power should allow us to breach the barrier.
Looks like you're fully recovered.
No thanks to the Psijic healers. I thought they were gonna slice me open to try to figure out what makes me... well, me. I'm glad you stopped by, though. I wanted to talk to you. In private.
What did you want to talk about?
This might sound like a strange question. In fact, depending on how you answer it, it is a strange question. Do you remember me? I'm not talking about here in Summerset. I mean, from someplace else.
Of course I remember you. I thought we lost you in Cold Harbor.
Yeah, it was terrible. One moment I'm fighting Molag Bal, and the next I'm stuck in the colored rooms without any kind of explanation. I tried everything I could think of to get out of there, but nothing worked until Meridia gave me this mission.
So you didn't die?
I thought I did. After the big flash of light, I remember floating. Then there was more light. Meridia was there. She told me I was in her realm. Other than her lectures, it was pretty boring. Come to think of it, those were pretty boring too.
You said Meridia gave you a mission?
Oh yeah. She said I was supposed to help you stop the Daedric princes, to keep them from reaching the Crystal Tower. Problem is, she didn't tell me how we were supposed to do that, and now I can't seem to reach her. I hate to admit it, but I'm worried.
Let's go get the heart back.
Fixing the Dawnbreaker was surprisingly easy, by the way, especially considering that I had never repaired a Daedric artifact before.
Before we go to the Dreaming Cave, can I ask you a few more questions?
Questions? Not like a test or anything, though, right? Tests give me a rash. But sure, yeah, what would you like to know?
You're not Breton, are you?
I wish I knew the answer to that. I remember my father well enough. He was a Breton, but I never met my mother. In fact, now that I think about it, my entire childhood is kind of a blur. I never questioned that. Not really sure why.
You got changed fast.
Wait! Don't start without me!
We're as prepared as we can be without knowing exactly where this pathway leads. I've even sent wards that will help protect me from the Daedric princes. Remember, though, our primary goal is to recover the Heart of Transparent Law.
How do we activate the portal?
The Golden Knight must wield the reforged Dawnbreaker to breach the barrier. Then we simply step through the portal and see where it takes us. I expect we may call upon your fighting skills before all is said and done. Are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready.
Sir Darian, deal with this barrier, if you please.
My pleasure.
The way is open. Let's go.
Oh, Nocturnal. Interesting.
I'll be all right, Valcerin. Manipulating. I expected the pathway to lead to some obscure corner of oblivion. But this is Nocturnal's realm. I wish I could remember what compelled me to hide the heart here.
You hid the Heart of Transparent Law in Nocturnal's
The
realm?
heart is here. I'm positive. Now that I think about it, this location has a familiar feel. I've been here before. I just need to remember where I placed the stolen crystal.
How do we find the heart?
Take Darian and scout the path ahead. Look for any signs that might indicate where I hid the heart. Valcerin will assist me and we'll follow behind you. As much as it pains me to admit, my many years are finally catching up with me.
Darian and I will scout ahead.
Be prepared for anything. This is Nocturnal's realm, after all.
Exactly modest, are they? Not that I'm complaining.
The featherless one walks the path once more. But where is the pretty crystal he carried last time?
Did that bird just talk? You heard that, right?
Pay the crows no mind. They're nothing but an annoyance. The crows serve as Nocturnal's eyes. She watches us through these annoying little creatures. There's nothing to do about it except to keep moving forward until we find the hiding place.
What did the crow mean by the featherless one walks the path once more?
I remember carrying the Heart of Transparent Law along this path and up toward the mountain above. I remember Nocturnal's creatures moved aside to let me pass. Obviously, they aren't as accommodating as last time I was here.
Should we keep going?
I don't see any alternative, do you? Perhaps more memories from when I was last here will return as we continue along the path. Clear the way ahead, if you please.
Remind me to wear lighter armor next time we have to climb a mountain.
What nonsense is...
He doesn't remember! So desperate he was, he leaped it out his offer!
Speak plainly, Rose.
Come back here!
This is getting stranger and stranger.
Crows. Their words stir the echoes in my mind.
So, you did accept an offer from Nocturnal?
I remember fighting the sea sloth's compulsion with every fiber of my being. And I was losing. I remember searching for something, anything, to keep me from giving Keturah the heart.
Do you remember anything else?
I remember Nocturnal appearing before me, offering to help me hide the heart away in a place that no one would ever find it. Then, let's keep going. Clear the path ahead while I try to recall the rest of the memory.
Be ready for... path ends here.
I remember this.
Lycasus, what are you saying?
I'm saying I remember taking the heart through that portal. With every step along this path, my memory grew clearer. This portal, it leads to where I had my fateful meeting with Nocturnal, where she offered to aid me in my struggle against the sea-slow Katora.
What kind of aid did she offer you?
Nocturnal offered me a spell that would hide the heart from everyone. The sea-slowed, Nocturnal, even from me. As soon as I hid it away, my memory of even possessing the crystal faded like a distant dream.
So the heart is on the other side of this portal.
I assume so. Some of the details still elude me. I remember entering the portal with the heart, then returning here without it in my hands. Since I cast the spell with those ancient words, only I can use it again to unseal the hiding place.
What about Nocturnal?
My preparations included numerous wards of protection. They should allow me to resist even the magic of a Daedric prince, at least for a short amount of time. Through the portal, I remember an ancient ruin. Head for that, and we'll meet you there.
Then open the portal and let's go find the heart.
Step cautiously. I remember very little about what lies on the other side of this portal.
Recite the words of power! Recite the words of power! Words of power!
I remember the words, but I don't know exactly what they mean. Once I begin the spell, be ready for anything.
I'm ready. Cast the spell and reveal where the heart is hidden.
My friends, the heart of transparent law will soon be back in our hands. Heart, reveal yourself. Ganoro Berin.
Your chest, it's glowing.
Ijavir. Of course. I put the heart inside myself. It was the perfect hiding place.
Look, Mephala. The mortal hid the heart inside his own body. How clever.
Uh-oh. Mephala and Clavicus Vile. This could be bad.
But why did Nocturnal keep this from us? No matter. I'll take the crystal now, right, Master?
My wards shall protect me.
Impressive for a mortal. But the wards won't hold long against our power.
Command me and I'll use the sword's power.
Stop struggling, mortal. You're only delaying the inevitable.
Dawnbreaker is ready. Just give the command.
Fight, Lycasus! Just hold on!
Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power. Tell me when to unleash Dawnbreaker's power. Where do all these Daedric keep coming from?